Oh, hey, what is up, everybody? This is a video that is by the local news here, and they're talking about HOA. If you don't know what that is, it's a homeowners association that basically dictates what you can or cannot do in that neighborhood. If you want to, let's say you want to put an RV in your yard, they say no, it's unacceptable, so you can't have the RV in your yard. Then if you want to have like a new fence in your backyard, they have to tell you, yes, it's okay. Some people say they're perfectly fine for the neighborhood, and others say it's unacceptable because they can dictate what you can or cannot have in your yard. And to be honest, I shouldn't be buying a piece of property, a house for, let's say, $400,000, and then have some little organization that tells me, hey, you need to cut your grass or you need to do this because it's not regulation, or you can't have a motorcycle here because it's too loud. So let's get into the lawmakers trying to get rid of it because they're saying it's a nuisance. And this is coming to you from Facebook.
Well, love them or hate them, homeowners associations have a big say in how Floridians live, but one lawmaker now wants to wipe out HOAs altogether.
Our Capitol Bureau reporter Cody Butler joining us live right now. Cody, what could this mean for millions of homeowners out there?
Julie and Jacob, Florida has more homeowners associations than any other state. Legislative data shows that about 45% of all the homes in the state are a part of one. And now one lawmaker says now's the time to get rid of them completely.
I think homeowner associations are a failed experiment.
Representative Juan Carlos Porras is considering a bill that would eliminate homeowners associations statewide.
It's just empowering a group of neighbors to have some sort of control over everyone else.
The Miami Republican has pushed HOA reforms before. This time, he says it's time to start a new conversation.
I think that the conversation, like I said, needs to be started if we want to have a serious talk about any kind of regulation. We need to start at the point of, well, are they even necessary?
This would be a major shift if the idea gets to Governor Ron DeSantis.
Well, the reason why I don't think they're necessary, I don't live in an HOA, right? I live in a neighborhood that is clean. Everybody takes care of stuff. But my family, they live in an HOA, right? So they can't park their RV there. They are told what kind of fence they can put in their backyard. And it's like, what are you offering? And they go, we have a public swimming pool. That's what we offer. Well, to be honest, they have a public Facebook page where people snitch on other people for doing things. It's like, for example, my family had a piece of property at one of these HOA locations, and right around their driveway, the grass wouldn't grow, right? They tried everything. The HOA kept coming in trying to find them. Hey, you need to grow that grass. You need to make it look pretty. You're making the neighborhood look terrible. And to be honest, I'm like, it's a piece of grass like the size of my computer desk is where it wouldn't grow. And they were making like, well, we're going to fine you. What? You can't kick somebody out of their house. I don't think an HOA has the physical caliber to kick you out of your house because you didn't fix something or you didn't live up to their expectation. It's so sad that these organizations, and then they have like Karens that live in these complexes, like these neighborhoods, and they will go around and snitch on you. Hey, this guy has a dirt bike in his driveway, or he can't fix his car. He's fixing his car in his driveway, and they don't allow you to fix your car in your own driveway, like work on it. You should be able to do whatever the hell you want. You just spent like $300,000 on that lot.
The state says about 45% of Florida's homes are in HOA neighborhoods. Community Associations Institute CEO Don Bauman says most people are happy with them.
There are so many people in Florida living in community associations that are very happy, that have invested their lifetime savings in their home, in their community.
HOAs are regulated by state law, but there's no
I don't know anybody. Maybe people are happy, but if you notice, most HOA communities, like what you're seeing on the screen, they're cookie cutter neighborhoods. Every house looks basically the same. You're not allowed to have any differences. Like, they have those stupid vinyl fencing. You can't get a piece like wood fencing. You can't do certain things. Yeah, the houses are nice, but you get almost no properties, no backyards, no nothing. It's a commercialized version of life. Like, is it cool to have a house like that? I would say, yeah, it's okay. But do I think it's necessary that people are dictating what you can or cannot do in that neighborhood? Absolutely not. But as you can see, this HOA has a basketball court. So it's a public basketball court regulated by the community. That's so stupid in my book.
Agency overseeing them. Fees pay for things like landscaping, lighting, and community pools. Bauman says without HOAs, the big question is, who will take care of all that?
Would that fall to the state? Would it just fall to nobody?
She says she's open to reforms, but not abolishing HOAs.
I would love to see the Florida legislature continue to pursue responsible legislation.
Pools. Bauman, but there's no agency overseeing them. Fees pay for things like landscaping, lighting, and community pools. Bauman says without HOAs, the big question is, who will take care of all that?
Would that fall to the state? Would it just fall to nobody?
She says she's open to reforms, but not abolishing HOAs.
So is she just admitting that the landscaping of the property? Because to me, like where my family lives, they take care of their own grass and whatnot. Yes, there's a public pool. Who, like she's saying, who would take care of the public pool, right? You would hire somebody. Somebody would be hired to come in. Who would, like she's saying, who would take care of the public pool and stuff? You would figure it out. But having an organization that does landscaping a little bit, they're not landscaping your house. They're not landscaping my house. I think it's a thing they need to get rid of.
Ways.
I would love to see the Florida legislature continue to pursue responsible legislation for community associations that are focused on giving the boards and the managers what they need to be able to manage these communities, govern these communities in a responsible way.
They shouldn't govern them.
HOAs go against Florida's free state identity.
We don't want authoritarian forms of government to come in and tell us how to live our days. I frankly don't mind if somebody wants to paint their house purple.
Porras hasn't filed a bill just yet and doesn't have a timeline on when he'll do so. The deadline for bills to be filed is when session starts on January 13th. Reporting live in Tallahassee, Cody Butler, WCTV Eyewitness News.
All right, it'll be here before.
So do I think somebody should be able to dictate the way I live? Absolutely not. I think I should be able to live the way I want to live. And like he said, if you want to paint your house purple or black or green or blue, you should have the right to do whatever you want. And a lot of people are going to argue, well, it's going to make the neighborhood look bad. Why don't you worry about yourself and that's it? It shouldn't matter what your neighbor does. They spent the money on their house. They should be able to live the way they want. Like my neighborhood, it's not an HOA neighborhood, and people live comfortably. They do what they do, and it doesn't bother me. But for, I guess, a lot of people, they freak out about it. And to me, that doesn't make sense that people are going to get mad. Oh, Jimmy down the street has a purple house while the rest of the houses are white. It's like people want like that commercial-looking life like they see in a movie. Look, this is the American dream. But again, the HOA should not dictate what you can or cannot do to a piece of property that you bought, that you have to go tell this organization, hey, can I put this in the yard? Can I put this in my backyard? Can I do this? And they can go, no, we don't accept that. Why? Because they are like the governor of your community. They tell you what you can and cannot do, almost like a dictator. At least that's how I feel. I understand what they're for. They supposedly keep the community looking clean, keep the community looking nice, but at the end of the day, nobody should tell nobody how to live in a house that they purchased.